Okay, so how's it going, people? I went and ordered a camera. Look, it's going to follow me. That thing there, see? Yeah. Motion detector. Thinking I was ordering a camera so I can like make YouTube videos, like live stream and stuff. Because like, won't let me do it through my phone. So I ordered it, set it up. And it keeps giving me alerts. Activity in your room, activity in your room. Okay, because I've been crashing it. My parents, because I'm not been too well, right? I'm better now, so that's why I was crashing here. I'm moving back to my own flat now.
Aye, because you've outstayed your welcome, Alan, man.
Back down there, quicker, sooner rather than later. Before I outstay my welcome, just one last time, then one last trip in the boat, then back to my flat. Well, not last trip in the boat, but trip in the boat, then back to my flat. So I'm meeting at the same time, by the way. It's just breaking any kind of rules. That's fuck, man.
Well, it might be your last trip, Alan.
The funniest thing is,
let's face it.
you know,
You're just a piece of shit.
Well,
I'm only joking. You're the best.
Love coming.
The best.
You know, but it's so funny because I was out in down at my flat having a workout. I sat down and phone goes, alert, activity in your room. I'm like, what? That's probably the wind cutting or something. And well, I'll just put the clips up because it's quite funny. And then I'll mention afterwards, you need to watch this.
Hey, what's this wee bugger hiding in here? Yeah, fuck's that? Yeah. Oh, let's see if he's hiding it. What the fuck is this? What is that, sir?
What you just seen there was, my dad coming in, looking at everything. Hey, what's this fucking bugger hiding? But I think it was actually an ink stain on the. There was an ink stain in the bed, I think. What the fuck, man? See what was a pump for this thing here, just in case you're wondering what the hell was it, for my ball that I sit on, the exercise ball. I picked up, what the fuck's that? Because of that, I went and phoned him.
You watch me? Oh, I see it now. What is it? Camera? Oh. Okay, what the fuck are you that for?
That's why the next clip, you see him walking about the room and pointing, oh, I see it there. You know, it was quite funny. But I got that thinking it would be, I'd be able to sit and talk, maybe do a live stream, because it's different, it's a camera. Unfortunately, it's a motion detector camera. No intention of that happening at all, but it was funny, because he's like, in my room, find something, it's a phone call. Right, alright, that's just a pump you're looking at, talking about. It's like, I can see through the camera. So what? Oh, I see it moving there. It's quite funny. It's usually just a mess of the room. They come in and check the state of this place, right? To clean it up. So unfortunately, that was a day when the room was a mess. It's usually clean. I've been your host. This was just a short one. Like and subscribe. Come to my channel. See all the funny videos, see the piss takes. Then join me as I venture onto a little bit of self-help, a bit of mindfulness, a bit of laughing your problems away by not giving a fuck. Saying fuck it a lot, saying screw it a lot. That's why it's called doodle, screw it and do it. You know, basically, we look at life and we think, oh, serious, everyone's so serious. And really, right, to me, money problems, money is one of the worst things there is. Money's invisible. You don't see money. When it's in your bank, you have to go and see your bank. It's a number, it's the number and your thing. You go, oh, look, that's how much I've got. And then that defines your mood. You've got money, you've got plenty of money, your mood's going to be good. If you've got no money, you might be a bit anxious that you've got bills coming up. Anxious you've got a birthday coming up or something like that. So money, which is actually a responsibility you have to keep and make and build, if you don't manage that responsibility, because let's face it, not everyone does, causes symptoms of depression, stress, anxiety, regret of whatever you spent it on, plenty of stuff. It's just feels like this is me just off the cuff just now. I've just thought money is one of the biggest problems there is for moods, especially suicides as well. It's money. Money's root cause of a lot of problems, and I know that firsthand as well, because money's been one of the big ones for me, as well as all the other 6 near life death experiences, and eight altogether traumas, and then obviously a lot of grievances. Two of my best mates died, and about another 20 of my close mates have died. Okay, so yeah, I'm still grieving over quite a lot of them, and one of them just passed away the other week. I don't want to say rest in his name without any permission of my mate, because just putting his names who might not want to be on thingy. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? He'll understand. He knows who it is, but rest in peace, and condolences to your family, because he's one of my actual best mates that I've grown up with, right? His brother, I was very close with. Anyway, so I'm not sure what the story was there. I know it was a heart attack. The guy was 50 odd, pushing 50, and he wasn't well. But besides that, back to money. Everyone that I've known now, that have been really depressed and, like really, really down, it's always money. It's always been money. They've either owed money or they've got no money, and that's it. Then you got your fucking big corporations like the banks and all that wanting money off you, not giving a fuck what kind of predicament you're in. They don't care. No one cares. It's the same. NHS, they don't give a fuck either. Hell, the pharmaceutical is a company. They give you pills knowing that it's going to cause side effects, and them side effects are going to need more pills, right? The doctors are paid by pharmaceutical companies. And that's where the money comes from. The money just doesn't come from like our taxes, all it does, but it also comes from the pharmaceutical companies. Mind you, in places, I think in England, I think you pay for it. I'm not sure down there, guys, but in Scotland it's all free. But when I say free, I mean like people like me and other people who work pay for it. People who are on benefits like Koryolaki, they don't pay. They get paid by us. So hang on a minute, I've got a few friends with benefits. I'm got a bone to pick with them now. But I could have easily been in benefits. I chose not to. I chose to. Well, actually, I was forced not to. My sister, so she's paying. She was saying, no, get back to work. It's the only way. She said, if you want to keep that from going worse, right? Work. Keep it busy. Why do you think you see, sorry, sinuses again. Why do you think you see so many OAPs, right? Some age really fast as soon as they finish work. Then you've got the ones who'll find a side job when they've retired, keep doing something, gardening, whatever. They age slower. It's because they're keeping this active, occupied. They're doing activities, so this is active. They're keeping their more activity in their prefrontal cortex as well, even though their subconscious is probably forgetting all the memories to fire on, but at least they're keeping the prefrontal cortex, kind of active, which is also going to help out with the fucking the limbic system. We call it the reptile brain, right? Their fight or flight. It's also going to help with that, because then less chance of dementia if they keep themselves busy, isn't it? It's less hereditary. It's not always going to be set in stone they're going to get what their ancestors had, or grandfather, or mother, and so on had, you know. You can rewire your own genes and DNA, believe it or not. It's all in thinking. Everything's in thought. There's a program called Heal. It was in Netflix, it's not there anymore. But this guy who got hit by a car when he was on his bike, from a wheelchair, he kept imagining his spine getting fixed, getting put back in. Every night he just imagined his spine getting fixed. And he started being able to wiggle his fingers, and he started imagining everything get put back into place with his mind, just using his mind. And then he was walking, and then he was doing the triathlons again, you know? Obviously not overnight, but it just goes to show how much thinking is to everything. You're right, I've just went from thinking that the fucking people are depressed because of money, but it's because how they think about it. Perception, right? You can look and say, I've got no money. Fuck it. Got no money. They'll laugh, right? I actually believe it. And think, who cares? And then imagine coming into money. Start thinking all these thoughts. And it's not, then your bad mood goes away. Your good energy starts to come. With good energy, you start attracting things that more people like you when you have good energy. If you're walking out going, what's wrong with you? Oh, fuck off, leave me alone. People are going to avoid you. You'll be unapproachable. Or even if you're just moaning about the fact you've no money, people are going to avoid you. You'll be unapproachable. There's motion to take again from that stupid camera. You know, it's just like, if you're like sitting and walking oil and you with a smile on your face, people are going to say, what are you smiling about? Oh, sorry, I was just away in Spain there, you know. And a fucking hammock, just with a bottle of Sam McGrail, looking at the sea, watching the sunrise, you know. Wait, what were you up to? Like, looking at you, looking like a fucking tool. You know, but at least you had a good smile on your face to draw in some good energy. And plus, it might even attract money. The Law of Attraction. Read that book. So it's just a wee quick video there, just about that camera I bought, to be honest with you, that went into a wee bit of about what stuff I'm going to be talking about. But it's not all going to be like, as Rogie says, sunshines and fucking rainbows, blah, blah, blah. You know, when I talk about my traumas, I'm going to tell you how I got through the process, and how it's not always as simple as it is. Things ain't always black and white. There's always a grey area. It is all down to thinking. I don't care what anyone says. People could say, well, no, as I said, whatever you think, that's your reality. When I say, well, that's what I think, so that's my reality. If you don't believe me, you say, oh, no, that's not true. Well then, that's your reality. It's not all down to thinking. But in a way, guess what? You just thought that. So, how can it be your reality? Do you get me? If you're quick enough, you'll understand. See, because if you thought that, then it's your reality. So, whatever you think, it's your reality. Look at all the people who go to church, pray, they believe. Whatever they believe is what they perceive. And their perception is their reality. So, God is real to them. God is real to them. Then you get an atheist who chooses not to believe, but because they're choosing not to believe, it's through thought, right? That's their perception. That's their perspective in them as well and all that. So, it's reality. That's their reality. It becomes real to them. It's real to them that God does not exist. But it's weird how if they're in a fucking life or death situation, they start to pray, you know. But I've just sort of like set a wee ball motion, what's that to say? I don't know. A wee ball motion there. For you just to think. You just start thinking about it. Thinking, you know, it's bad for you. But as you're thinking away, you will realise that everything comes down to thinking. If someone says something bad to you, right, it's how you take it. You could go, oh, I'm really offended by that, and start thinking the worst. That's you getting angry. Or you can think, he's just totally insulting me, but it's not true, so I don't care. And then you're just moving on. You know, as simple as that. in other words, you're basically letting go of your ego, right? So this is a wee trailer for that. But there's also going to be funny clips, funny videos from the old way I used to do it with fucking characters and stuff like that. Just to keep the channel sort of different all the time, different, instead of just the same old, same old, same old. I want to keep it upbeat, change. I like getting the comments different. Try this, try that, whatever, you know. I mean, like, right now I'm like 121 something subscribers. Like, I'm just chuffed with that. I'm chuffed a bit. So I'm not aiming for like the 1,000 and all that just to get money or whatever. It would be nice. What would do with the money? And I would actually probably buy equipment first if I am successful and with a YouTube, and then get the equipment so then I can do live streams and stuff and do other stuff, and then set up some kind of fund for cancer or something. Because like it kind of runs in my family, the cancer, unfortunately. Maybe other things. Obviously, it's when you go for a charity, it's one of these things you have to think of, isn't it? Or as Sam Walker does, just straight to the source. Get the crates of stuff straight out to Africa. So I big up big time at Sam Walker for that. There was a lot of people that didn't believe he was going to go the first time. I mean, a lot of people didn't believe he was going to go back when he got to jail. And what's he do? He's straight out there, helping first hand, not just saying I've donated this, I've donated that. He didn't even want money. He just wanted toys or something, scent stuff he could fill the container with, and actually went out there with the container to meet and greet them all. You know, it's just like, how can you call that a bad guy? You know, so there's this Dan GV Sam Walker beef. How can people be against Sam Walker for doing good stuff like that when the other one, let's say, I'm not sure what he's done. You know, he talked about making the clothes and stuff like that, but choose a life, not a knife, but I haven't seen much come of it. Have yous? If yous have, please call 00 I don't give a fuck. Or get a step ladder and stand up and look like that. And see if you can see me somewhere giving a fuck. Right, so anyway, subscribe and like to diddle, screw it and do it. Love yous all.